Pastor Mike Custer, the pastor at Bible Baptist Church in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and we're going to be starting a new chapter in Proverbs this morning, chapter 4, verses 1 and 2. And the writer, King Solomon, changes gears a little bit and begins to give his children some instruction and challenges them with divine wisdom. He says in chapter 4, verses 1 and 2, "Hear ye, children, the instruction of a father, and attend to no understanding, for I give you good doctrine. Forsake ye not my law." And verses 1 and 2 are as far as we'll go in this passage of Scripture. I think that today parents a lot of times are hesitant to take too strong a position with their children, and we have this philosophy that's flying around that children should just be allowed to decide for themselves. And while I think that's not necessarily totally wrong, when they're very young, they don't have the sense to decide for themselves what's right and wrong. They need parents to teach them. And so Solomon seized this opportunity and responsibility, and he said, "Children, listen to me. I'm going to give you some sound instruction. I'm going to give you some good doctrine and some good teaching that will help you through life." And he said there in verse 2, "I give you good doctrine. Forsake ye not my law. Attend to no understanding," at the end of verse 1 says. And it's sad today to see so many children departing from the way that they've been taught as children. And the only thing that I can attribute that to is the child getting the impression that this is not really real. This is not really what I want for my life. Typically, children idolize their parents, and they will believe whatever they are told and whatever they're convinced of. But if there's inconsistency there, that kind of shoots things down and defeats the whole purpose in the training of children. And so when Solomon gave this instruction to his children, it was with the intent that I believe this. I'm going to be observing this myself as well. And sadly, he was inconsistent in his life, and some of his children went the wrong direction as a result of that. They were looking at him, and certainly there is personal accountability and personal responsibility when children begin to come of age and make their own decisions. But there's so much that parents can do to guide them and see that that does not occur. Proverbs 22:6 says, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old he will not depart from it." The greatest danger, I think, for a Christian home today is for family members, particularly those in leadership positions, to say, "We believe this and this is true," but then not be faithful to it, not be really diligent and consistent with applying it themselves. So it rings false. It comes across as though it's not really true at all. And what should how invested should I be in all of this if it's not even that important to mom and dad? And so can we see how valuable and important and critical it is that parents consistently not only say what they believe, but also actually embrace it for themselves and practice it faithfully, consistently, with deep, heartfelt conviction, because this is real, this is true. And then that message comes across and resonates with the children that they're trying to raise. Well, it's important for parents to teach their children good things, good doctrines, good principles for life. And may we be effective in communicating that truth to them, because they see that it is absolutely real and a true conviction in the heart of the parent as well. God bless you today.